Hi everyone, I'm Sandi Schwedler, Senior Buyer here at Northhaven Gardens, and today I'm going to talk to you about annual plants for shade. Now these plants can be put directly in your garden, or if you have a color pot on a shady porch or a pot that's set in your garden itself, these plants will work for you. Now these plants will also take morning sun, afternoon shade, dappled shade, or just a straight shade situation. So let's first talk about caladiums. Caladiums come in lots of different colors, leaf shape, spots, no spots, veining, no veining. So really, the sky's the limit when it comes to caladiums. We have a great selection also in the store in bulb form that you can choose and plant even now. Next we have Hypoestes, which I think some people call it a polka dot plant, but people also have this plant in their homes. This is a great terrarium plant, but also a great plant for pots and gardens outside. Of course, it's not going to last the winter, so if you want to dig it up towards the end of the season and put it in a pretty pot and take it inside, that would work great with these particular plants. Next, one of my absolute favorite, because I love the color orange, is Crossandra. Crossandra is a really stunning plant with this perfect orange color that is kind of hard to find in some plants. It also has very shiny leaves, and it blooms continuously through the summertime in the shade. I love these in pots because it gives you that tall feature that you need sometimes in color pots, and it will bloom, like I said, all summer long. Next, let's look at begonias. So begonias, we have here the typical bedding begonia, green leaf begonia that loves the shade. You get colors of variations of pink, white, sometimes a dark red in these begonias. But also you have cultivars like this canary wing begonia. Look at these flowers, aren't they gorgeous? And the flowers really pop against this chartreuse green leaf here. And I think, can you imagine this in a really shady spot, how vibrant this green and orange is going to be together? I think that's really lovely. Next is one of my personal favorites. This is Torenia. So Torenia is another one of those plants that can take quite a bit of sun. So if you have a situation where you only get a couple of hours of sun, but it's really blasting on the part where you need a colorful plant, Torenia is going to work for you. This particular variety, the Kauai mix, is a compact variety, so it gets about 8 inches tall and about 8 inches wide, so it fills in nicely, constantly in bloom, gorgeous rich colors. There's another series that is a trailing version that you could use in hanging baskets or again in color pots. But if you don't have Torenia in your garden, you're missing out. Try that out. Next, let's look at Impatiens. So we have your typical bedding impatient here in a coral color. Impatiens such as this are kind of in short supply right now, so we're trying to make up for that by bringing in some real vibrant New Guinea impatiens also. They come in these really dark, striking leaves and just crazy psychedelic flowers to one of the more calmer color combinations of New Guinea impatiens there. But hopefully we'll be seeing more of the regular bedding impatiens very soon. Last, let's talk about this Euphorbia. I love this plant because when you have a nice big color pot and you just have a little area that needs to be filled in, poke one of these guys in there because it just creates this lovely, almost a mist effect over your other flowers. It's really beautiful, very delicate, very lacy. I think you'll love the effect that this has on the rest of your color pot. Let's talk real briefly about fertilization. So every 2 to 3 weeks, I would fertilize with a good organic balanced fertilizer, such as Plant Tone, or if you've got Texas Tea that you've just used to fertilize your lawn with, you can throw Texas Tea on these plants also. But again, every 2-3 weeks, we'll keep these guys blooming. Water them really deeply, then let them dry out a little. They don't need to be watered every day or misted. Give them a good deep soak, something that those roots can really take hold in, and then let them get a little bit dry. If you have any questions, we're always here to help. We've got many more things to offer you. Come and see us.